The myth of getting better. Everyone says they want change, but most mean change for the better. That little phrase sounds harmless until it reveals the mind's deepest confusion. Change for the better assumes two things that can't both be true. That change is real, and that something's wrong with how things are now. But if love is perfect and what's real never changes, then how could perfection need improvement? The moment the mind believes in better, it quietly invents worse. And the dance between those two illusions becomes what the world calls life. The self that wants to improve is the same self that made up the need for improvement. It's like trying to teach a shadow to stand in the light. The quote-unquote new you, the quote-unquote better you, the quote-unquote healed you. They're all costumes stitched from the same belief that you were ever broken. So when someone says they understand change, what they're really saying is, I understand illusion. Because what changes was never true to begin with. Change belongs to perception, not reality. It's the mind rearranging furniture in a burning house. The world calls that progress. But progress is just a prettier disguise for the same old dream. Every shift in form distracts from the stillness that never shifted at all. And then comes the word better. Better according to whom? If what you call better comforts the body but darkens the mind, was it really better? If what you call worse humbles pride and opens the heart, was it really worse? The mind's measurements mean nothing in truth. What's good news to the world can be spiritual anesthesia, and what looks like loss can be liberation. A Course in Miracles says, "Everything is lessons God would have me learn." That single line cancels the hierarchy of experience. It means there are no good lessons or bad ones, only useful ones. Everything serves awakening when seen rightly. The Spirit doesn't grade your experiences. He repurposes them. He looks at every situation and asks, can this lead to peace? If yes, it becomes holy. If no, it becomes another loop of learning. Either way, it's still a classroom for remembering truth. Real change doesn't happen in form. It happens in vision. When the mind stops judging, it stops flipping between better and worse, right and wrong, gain and loss. It becomes still. And in that stillness, it discovers the changeless. The world calls that death of ambition. Spirit calls it life. Because the only real change for the better is when the mind stops chasing better altogether. When it finally rests in what never needed to improve. That's the changeless peace the world can't give and can't take away. Picture a man polishing the bars of his own cage. He calls it progress. He calls it better. He calls it change. But when the polish fades and the bars still stand, he learns the truth that freedom was never found in what moves, but in what never moved at all.